the truth is, Nevada law is very old on this self-defense stuff. So let me share this with you. See if I can expand this up a bit so it's easier to see. In fact, I'll need reading glasses myself. Resistance by a party about to be injured. And in this context, the unlawful contact itself is an injury. It's a legal injury. Other people are not simply allowed to touch you in an unwanted, offensive way. That's battery, as we've already discussed. And it reads, resistance sufficient to prevent the offense may be made by the party about to be injured to prevent an offense against his person or to prevent the taking of property. So we're just dealing with this first paragraph here. To prevent an offense against his person. What's the offense against the street performer's person? It's assault, and simple battery. So he can use resistance sufficient to prevent the offense. Now, this is kind of a stilted, old-fashioned way of crafting the statute. But as you can see, this one was drafted and passed into law in 1967. It's never been updated. 67 is a long time ago, folks. It's not as long ago as my birth, but it's pretty darn close. There's a related statute here. So that was what we were just, this is 193.240, resistance by a party about to be injured. We also have 193.230, so actually the preceding statute, lawful resistance to the commission of public offense. Lawful resistance at the commission of a public offense may be made by the party about to be injured. So this guy's defending himself against potential injury. Now, it doesn't say this explicitly, but in every state, we have certain conditions that have to be met before you can use any degree of force in self-defense, meaning basically before you can use even non-deadly force in self-defense. If you want to use, and that's true of Nevada as well, if you want to use deadly force in self-defense, then there are additional conditions that have to be met. In fact, we jump right into the homicide section of the Criminal Code of Nevada, statute 200.200, killing in self-defense. And we see that some of these additional conditions, we've all encountered these before, particularly in the form of the 5 elements of self-defense, that before you can kill someone in self-defense, the danger has to be so urgent and pressing that you're doing it to save your own life or to prevent another person from being killed or receiving great bodily harm. The killing of the other was absolutely necessary, and that it was done in good faith. That's subjective reasonableness, and that the person endeavored to decline any further struggle before the mortal blow was given. Now, again, look at the dates here. So when we have statutes this old, 1911, 1912, 1929 are when the statute was updated. So this is very old-fashioned self-defense law kind of language. And when it's that old, you really do have to do a thorough look at the case law that's happened in the last 100 years that's interpreted and applied this statutory language to real people in real cases. When you do that, you find that Nevada self-defense law is really not much different than the rest of the country. It is in fact, a stand your ground state. So there is no legal duty to retreat. So instead of the 5 elements of self-defense, you don't have the element of avoidance in an otherwise lawful case of self-defense. It's important to note that you would just have the remaining 4 elements: innocence, imminence, proportionality, and reasonableness. In any case, the element of avoidance would only be relevant in a deadly defensive force scenario. I think besides the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, no state imposes a legal duty to retreat if you're only using non-deadly force in otherwise lawful self-defense. And I would suggest we are, in fact, using just non-deadly force here.